Catus Maximus here, this time with a quick review of these Titan 8-piece set of external Torx sockets, or star. Titan does indeed call these star. The reason that they are different, some companies use the word star and some actually use Torx, is because the word Torx itself is a registered trademark of Textron. So a lot of companies just call them star so they don't have to put a little note on the back of their packaging giving essentially free advertising to Textron. Anyway, these are external Torx sockets, just like there are internal star Torx sockets. The one thing that's odd about external Torx is that they're not the same sizing, i.e. a T10 internal Torx is vastly different from a T10 external Torx, and that's kind of one of the things that's annoyed me about it. These do show up in some odd situations, not just such things may commonly be thought of as, or I should say, German automobiles aren't the only things that have these. You run into them on hydraulic systems, Ford brake calipers. It's kind of surprising where these turn up. The reason they use them is, generally speaking, they tend to be very high-strength fasteners. Just like socket head cap screws are always high-strength fasteners, there really isn't such a thing as a low-strength socket head cap screw. External Torx, and I was just reading about this, were a way of providing the same type of small head, high strength machine fastener, but that was able to be externally driven. The issue with hex is that external hex this small, unfortunately, the tooling has to be pretty darn thick in order to apply the amount of torque. You can see that the drive size on these socket head cap screws is about the same as the actual thread size. So external Torx are a way of having a fastener that's just simply externally driven, but it gives you the same kind of traction as a socket head cap screw or a Torx screw. And they do have the nice effect that when you're working on those types of fasteners, due to the nature of them, when you push the socket on, it tends to push crud out. So these Titans aren't too bad. You can see there isn't the greatest wash in them, but overall, they're really not the worst sockets in the world. And if you hunt around online like I did, you can find this set for as cheap as $20. And so the big deal for me getting these was really for the 1/2-inch DeepWells. 3/8 inch drive, there's Pittsburghs and Icons, and those are pretty common. But the larger sizes, particularly the E20, the E22, and the E24, are definitely pretty handy. Now, many times there is an E18, but it tends to be in the 3/8 inch drive, so that's another advantage, is this E18 that's in 1/2 inch drive. The sockets are pretty decent. I should say that as far as the E24, what I did have was some OTC, which are really good sockets, in the Shortwell version, and we can see like on the E24 the thickness is about the same. But down here on the E18 we can see that the OTC is maybe a little overly thick, so these will have a bit more access. Maybe not quite as much strength, but just a little bit more access. Now, as far as really getting these, if you already have Shortwells, there actually are external star or external Torx nuts, but you very rarely run into those and would actually have a justification for a DeepWell to get for a threaded rod to go through it. More, it's just about reach and convenience. Surprisingly enough, it's kind of hard to find these super short stubby extensions, but when you use a stubby extension, it ends up being, with a normal socket, the very same height as a DeepWell. And so unless you really need a DeepWell, you may be better off just getting a short extension, which you can obviously use for a variety of purposes, as well as having the Shortwell sockets. If you work on these fasteners on any type of a regular basis, then there is actually an actual work justification, and not just for set building for your tools. And the real deal with that is if I'm using, say I'm in a situation where I need to use both longer and shorter external Torx sockets, I'm going to be using this socket, and what I have to do is, if I need it in a different position, shorter, I have to 1 motion, 2 motions, 3. So that was 3 operations just to change the height of that socket. So if you're actually doing any kind of production work, then it's much faster to have 2 sockets, because you can pull one off, put the other one on. So obviously in those situations, it's a 50% savings of work. So overall, I think this set really isn't too bad. And if you don't have any external Torx sockets, this is probably going to be the set that I really recommend. It does not have the T10, but it has the E10, but it has the E11, the E12, 14, 16, and then 18 through 24. That's going to be all the sizes from 11 on up. And you do get the heavy duty ones, which are a little bit harder to find. And then all you might want after this is maybe a smaller 1/4 inch set. But I think I really do like seeing these 1/2 inch drive DeepWell large external Torx. Those are definitely pretty handy. And for how cheap you can get these, I think even at O'Reilly's that they're selling these for just $25 on the shelf. So overall, for for some Taiwanese sockets, I think they're not too bad. And really, I won't be personal. I have other 3/8 drives, so I'm just going to make this a short and long set. And so this is how I'm going to end up with them, as a nice short well and deep well large E-Torx socket set. And I should know that it would be nice if more manufacturers had matte finish sockets. I really kind of like the way they look. And one of the advantages actually of a matte finish, yeah, they collect up dirt and crud and show scratches a little easier, but they just are a little bit easier to grasp because you have a little bit of texture. Anyway, that was just a quick review of these Tecton large external Torx, more to bring awareness. So it's actually kind of hard to find large DeepWell E-Torx sockets, and Titan has some. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Until next time, Catus Maximus out.